Hey guys, Raider here. Hope you're all doing great and having a fantastic day. So I was about to drop another video for you guys, and then this leak came out. And this is coming from a well-known source that we all know that are in the Samsung community, and that's Ice Universe. So let me explain. A couple months ago, we had a leak from a Korean insider group called the Elix. So this is relevant because Samsung is based in South Korea. And the leak was a confirmation that we would indeed have the S Pen silo. Unfortunately, leaker Ice Universe has revealed that we most likely are not getting the S Pen silo on the upcoming Galaxy Fold 4. This is heartbreaking news, especially for us Fold 3 owners that have been chomping at the bit to get our hands on something that does have a silo. And apparently the main reasons that Samsung is likely not to have the silo in the upcoming model is because they're working on making these halves thinner and they're redesigning the hinge. So here's my take on it. I really don't feel like that re-engineering is enough to constitute not having the silo when there's plenty of workarounds to still accomplishment. So Samsung, how about taking this bottom section, extending this bottom out just a little bit, keep the screen stopped here, all right? And this is where the silo would go in because you don't have to worry about the screen. This OTG screen requires a little bit of space underneath it in order to accommodate it. So if it didn't have the screen in this section, we could put the S Pen in here, right? And what that would do in turn is that would extend out this screen here, the outer screen. So you can give us S Pen support on the front. This screen right here would now extend out a little bit. And then in addition to that, you can take these speakers and move them closer to the center. And with the screen getting a little bit wider, that would now give us true stereo sound. And those of you that own the Fold 3, you know what I'm talking about. When you're holding the phone like this, it sounds like the audio is coming from the left. So you can go ahead and kill all these birds with that one stone. The other option too that I see as being feasible, and that is you need to keep in mind that on next year's model, they are going to be adding an enhanced camera bump, right? We're getting better cameras. They're saying this is going to be thinner right here, which means this camera bump is going to protrude even a lot more than this current Gen 1 on the Fold 3. So when you go to lay that phone down, it's not going to sit even. It's going to be up like this and it's going to rock. So how about if you do this? You're redesigning the hinge, put the S Pen in the hinge. Just extend the hinge out a little bit. And what that's going to do is on the surface, that may sound like a bad idea, like, oh, the phone's going to rock. But keep in mind, if you have a little bit of a bubble of the hinge coming out here, that's going to line up with the new camera bump. That's going to be a lot bigger. It'll now sit flat like this, and you'll just rock it on the left-hand side. Keep in mind, when you put a case on, it's going to be all moot point. So guys, I'm not happy about this. I live and die by the S Pen. I'm currently using a case like this, and when we put this on, hold on, you know, it gets pretty janky. I might pick up the Spigen P Thin Fit Pro. I'm thinking about it because this just isn't working out, this particular case. But I am not happy at this rumor at all. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I do like the full S Pen that you can use on the Fold 3, but I would gladly take the compromise of having a thinned out S Pen like we have on the old Note series and on the S22 Ultra, right? So just give us a thinner pen. It can go right on the edge here, can go right in the hinge itself, instead of having to worry about sandwiching it into one of these halves. And that would solve the problem. That would give us the S Pen, that would give us a wider front screen, give us better speaker placement. And another thing they can also do is take this area, instead of making it wasted space, they could give us some slider bars for our volume and brightness, and maybe we can actually control them, you know, via good lock or some other functionality. That would be nice. All right, guys, I'm not happy about this. Just want to give you guys the update. It is from Ice Universe. You know, his last prediction that I followed was that the Tab S8 Ultra would have a notch. He made that prediction about 8 months before it came out. And as you can see here, the Tab S8 Ultra does indeed have a notch. So, I mean, the guy knows his stuff. He's been doing this for a long time. And that is the latest leak from Ice Universe. We're most likely not going to get a silo for the S Pen. All right, guys, since this is just a quick news update video, I do want to take this opportunity to provide a couple channel updates. So you may have noticed in the last video, and it will be in all videos moving forward, I'm now adding subtitles for the major languages spoken around the world. And if I happen to not include your native language and you're a regular of the channel, please drop a comment. I am more than happy to go ahead and provide you subtitles in your language as long as they're available. It only takes me like 20 seconds per language, guys, so it's not a big deal. One other thing too, guys, is moving forward, I plan on starting to do my uploads at a more consistent time. You know, because right now what I'm doing is I get off work, I work on these videos for you, and I try to do these like every other day, and then I post the video way late in the evening, my time. You know, for a lot of you in Europe and stuff, it might be in the morning, but here in the States on the Pacific Coast, you know, it's really late in the evening for me, like usually around midnight. It's when I post the videos. So I think I'm going to schedule them for like 5 a.m. and try to be consistent. I think that'll accommodate most people. In Europe, that'll be like evening times. India, That'll be a little bit in your early evening. And for us in the States, that'll be like 5 to 8 a.m. when it'll get dropped, which seems to be right around when most folks are waking up, and you have plenty of time during the day to catch it. So hopefully that pans out. I might change the time based upon how it goes. You know, I have no idea. It's a new channel, guys. I've been doing this for 2.5 months, just trying to make little improvements as I go along. That's all I got in this one. Next video will drop soon. Guys, as always, thanks for watching.